Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn, and today we are finally continuing the 100 Dragon Challenge. Thanks for hanging out and just standing by as I took my break in February and we had our fun little collab and everything, but today we are finally continuing the 100 Dragon Challenge. So for today, I wanted to continue these zodiac signs since we have quite a few left to get through, and today we are doing Sagittarius. So I thought Sagittarius was going to be a very fun and interesting one to tackle. First of all, the sign is originally like a centaur archer combo. And I was like, all right, well, how are we going to make a centaur archer into a dragon? So one of my first thoughts was I know that I wanted to make it kind of like a centaur where it would have at least 6 limbs. I didn't know if I wanted to have like full on like torso with arms. I was still kind of going back and forth on that. But with that, I was like, well, if I don't want to have like main arms, I don't really want this holding a bow and arrow either. I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more mythical in incorporating the bow and arrow. So I decided to do the horns kind of like a bow. I thought it'd be really interesting if the horns had a similar shape to maybe a short bow, and then from that, this creature can shoot magical arrows towards its opponents. I thought that would be really, really cool, and maybe it could summon more than one, which I thought would give it a really cool, mythical looking vibe. If he had all these cool energy arrows, I thought that'd be really sick. So with that concept in mind, it was time to start sketching the final sketch. And I just wanted to point out, I got a new background. If you guys didn't notice, for the 100 Dragon Challenge, we have a new wood desktop. The other one, unfortunately, rest in peace, my old wood desktop. I tried making a clay piece on it for a video that I ended up not going forward with, and the clay completely wrecked my wood top. I guess it wasn't really sealed by the guy that made it for me, because I think I told him I didn't really want it shiny in my videos, but that also meant he didn't seal it at all. So the clay just like, it's been impossible to get off. I haven't tried like a soap and a scrubber yet, but I've been trying other methods, and you know, I needed an upgrade. I needed a little more space, so then I didn't feel as cramped on the smaller board I had, and I think this lighter wood color I think complements it a little bit more. And you get a couple more colors in the background. I just like it. Just random side note. But I've been really happy with this new setup. It feels really great diving back into dragons again. And I hope you guys are still enjoying them. We're on like, what is this gonna be, 66? Like, holy crap. Like, we are so close to being done. We only have so many left, and it's gonna be really cool to see this all come together and finish up. And so you guys are still welcome to put suggestions down in the comments. I have quite a few written down for me to go to when I'm ready to draw more dragons, but I still gladly and openly welcome more dragons because I don't think I have enough written down for basically 40 more. So please share away. But anyway, back to the drawing. We finished up the sketch, and now it was time to go in and do the line art. So when I was doing the line art, I was trying to leave openings for where the arrows would be, because I wanted to make them 100% like energy arrows. I didn't want to put any type of line art on them. I just wanted them to look like really cool beams of light. So I had to kind of figure out where they would go without putting a line art. Later on, I do notice, I think I moved one of the arrows just a little bit. But you know, when you have to erase pencil lines, it's gonna get lost, you know? But I was really happy with how this guy was looking, especially when the line art started going down. It was really coming together. Oh, and then on these hind legs, I added hooves to kind of give a nod back to the centaur origins of our Sagittarius dragon in general. And then I loved adding like a big longer mane to this one. I went back and forth on if I wanted wings, but I decided no, we already got so many limbs to fit on this piece of paper, and I thought this just worked really well for Sagittarius in general. So now it was time to thicken up a couple of those lines for some of the elements that were closer to the viewer. And then we're going to be jumping into colors, which I was trying to think in my head as I was coloring, like what colors did I want to go with? Because if I was to lean 100% on like, let's do like the literal example of a centaur, a lot of the depictions of Sagittarius online are like of a brown horse centaur man type of thing. And I was like, I want this to look a lot more mythical, not just like a regular brown horse with a white dude strapped on it. You know, that's like every image of Sagittarius, I swear. But I wanted to make sure it had some really cool colors to it. So I thought this was a great opportunity to really push some more of like those blues and greens. And then I thought it would be really cool to have like a goldish yellow fur. I was thinking the main body could be like a mustardy, like golden color. And then the mane could be a little bit of a brighter yellow. I don't know. I just thought this was going to look really, really cool. I was liking the color idea in general. And so when I started coloring, I started with the arrows so I could at least get them in place before I started doing more of the body. I was planning on basically, when I colored it, I wanted these arrows to stand out against the dragon. So first I put the arrows in place, and then I was like, all right, when I color the dragon, I'll leave a little bit of white area between the base colors of the dragon and the tips of the arrows, so then they stand out a little bit better against any type of colors from the dragon. And I think, honestly, my favorite part of this drawing, or like the coloring process, I really like how those horns look. Just totally random, thought I'd let you guys know. The horns specifically, I think, are my favorite part. I don't know why, but I just feel the shape and the color. I really like it. It just speaks to me. I mean, I do like drawing horns and like cool spikes and things on my dragons, but it's just this one in particular, it just felt so cool to have these like specifically curved ones and the shading on it. I don't know. I just was really, really digging it, and I was super into how those horns turned out. And then just a little insight into like some of the design elements I put on him as well. So I put the stripes on the forearms because I was thinking about, like, I know centaur usually is just a regular horse, but I was like, man, it would be kind of cool if we like incorporated not like a zebra, but like kind of like a cool striped zebra horse thing, even though this isn't a zebra. I don't know. I just thought it'd be really cool to add some stripes to it, and my original thought was of the zebra. And then I just wanted to add some different textures. So we added kind of like a plating look to the shoulder and like bicep area of the forearms, and then kind of to the top of the thigh and the back of the calf area on the back legs. And I think it just added a nice little extra bit of texture that also reflected back to the horn designs. Overall, this guy was just super fun to design. I had a blast. I got a sign off from a friend of mine who is a Sagittarius who said she really liked this one for her Sagittarius. So I have to say that's a pat on the back for me. But I've been really enjoying these zodiac ones. I really can't wait to do more of them. There's a few that I'm like, ooh, these are kind of more concepts, or like they have like the scales, like the weighing scales is one of them. And there's a couple that I'm like, this would be interesting to do in a dragon form. So those ones I think are going to be a bit more of a challenge, but other ones I'm like, oh yeah, I got a pretty good idea for these. So I'm excited to go through and really finish up all the rest of these zodiac dragons. All right, we are about to reach the end of this dragon. I'm just going through and adding a couple more highlights with my white gel pen just to make a couple more things pop a little bit more. This one, there's certain things about the lighting that aren't perfect, but you know, I still like it. I really like this one. I love the colors, I love the golds, I love the blues, and how like the stomach just kind of glows and the horns just look super cool. Overall, I really enjoyed making this one. But let's go ahead and look at last time's dragon with the angel dragon. All of you did amazing. There were so many cool different angel dragons. Some of you went like super, I guess like more biblical, or like kind of combining different pictography of like angels from different like religions or like different depictions of them. So this was really a hard choice. Happy Boba, I just love this one. The color for the tail I thought looked really great, and then the colors you chose, it really reminds me of like kind of Egypt meets Catholicism. It was a really cool combo. I just think this guy looks really fun. Crystal clear art, I love the brightness or like the glowingness of your dragon, and like all the eyeballs floating around, and just the mood of this piece was so good. I really, really like it. And then Snowy Heart, I love how you colored this one and the designs that you picked for this. All the little details on this were super cool. And I think you all nailed it so well because, wow, there were so many cool angel dragons. Like, you guys knocked it out of the park. I really love seeing all of them each week. And if you guys would like to enter your Sagittarius dragon, make sure to post it under the hashtag KM100dragons on Instagram or Twitter. And we also have a channel in my Discord where you can post your completed dragon every week, or every 2 weeks now that I'm posting them every 2 weeks. But yeah, just basically if you get it in the Thursday before a video goes live, preferably actually a Wednesday before the video goes live, then you could be included in the end card. But anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video. And if you aren't already, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, join our little nerdy community of dragon and monster enthusiasts, and also a like would be super appreciated. The algorithm really likes that. But either way, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.